Well, let's move on now to our second discussion this evening. Outrage over the sexist remarks of the President's son. Can MPs with medieval mindsets help India's women? Joining us, Nirmala Sitharaman, spokesperson for the BJP, Professor Om Prakash Mishra, General Secretary of the West Bengal Pradesh Congress Committee, Winnie Singh, Executive Director from the NGO Maitri, and Kavita Krishnan, Secretary of the All India Progressive Women's Association. Thank you so much for joining us. Professor Mishra, it's unbelievable. In any context and any time frame, it's absolutely unbelievable. But would Mr. Mukherjee not know about the context, the timing in which he's making these remarks? Does he not know about what's been happening in Delhi? How could he make that remark about denting and you know, and painting? It sounds terrible for anybody. But now when all of this is happening, what does this say of a Congress leader?
Well, he is expected to know what's going on in Delhi, what type of a situation we are in, and in what way rape and the reprehensible action that it represents as a crime against humanity. And he has made a terrible, terrible mistake. And he has of course apologized, but then that doesn't mean that in any way this can be condoned. I think that what he has said is completely contrary to our belief, and we have already said that this should not have
Isn't
happened.
it time for action against him?
Oh, of course, you see, he has already apologized.
But is that
we have
enough?
also
but sir, he's an important leader in your state, in West Bengal. He's a Lok Sabha MP.
Yeah.
If he's made this remark, he's made a mistake. But then criminals also make mistakes, and there is a punishment. Isn't it important for the party to take action against
the party has already issued a statement saying, Mr. Sandeep Dixit has already said that these are his personal views.
Yeah, but
we do not
they may be his personal
condone
views,
it.
but why has the party not taken immediate steps in terms of action against
and that is
him?
why you see, even I am here or our leaders, they have said, no way the type of statement that he has.
So saying sorry is good enough is what you're saying?
I would not say that sorry should be good enough, not at all. But at the same time, this is a matter of record that he has apologized. He says that he is withdrawing his remark, that he should not have said so. That is already part of the record.
Kavita Krishnan, is that good enough?
I'm afraid it's not a question of what he should not have said so because it's created such a furor. Okay, that's the only reason why he's apologized. He's prefaced his apology with repeating the context in which he made it and repeating that it still reflects his sentiments. So it is far from enough, and I'm saying that it's not just about he said it when all this protest is going on. The point is that is how you are looking at women. You are looking at women and saying that if they are fashionable or if they are using makeup or whatever, not just they can't take part in protest, you're looking at them in a certain sexualized way, you know, and that is the most sexist kind of thing. That's exactly the kind of thing which those Sharad Yadav says.
It wasn't a short or brief statement. It couldn't in any way be mistaken for a slip of the tongue, because he said a lot more. He went on to say that, look, he has also been part of protests. He knows what ground level protests are about. And then he makes this absurd remark of women denting and painting themselves, apparently making themselves up, and then coming for the... What's wrong with that to begin with? And secondly, how could any leader be so out of touch with the reality of protests in this country, whether it is in our city or outside? That doesn't matter. They're protests.
It's what I would say is ours is a patriarchal society. Yes. This is a very masculine...
We couldn't have asked for a better example of that.
It's a masculine view, and come what may, it always comes out somewhere or the other. I mean, it's come out even from that MLA from Andhra. I mean, time and again you find that it's the same kind of views.
On that instance also there was an apology, and apparently we have to assume that that's good enough.
Exactly, he was the president of the party over there. So it's a very insensitive thing, and I guess we need to start probably with the parliamentarians and sensitizing them, to the issues and also to the gender equality issues.
Nirmala Sitharaman, do you think it's time for this MP to be suspended? Action to be taken? Why are we just discussing an apology? It's been done, it's a mistake. He knew what he was saying. It was quite obviously not a slip of the tongue.
Well, that's entirely up to the Congress party to handle it.
If remarks like this were made in the BJP, would your party have taken action, immediate action?
I won't speculate, but such statements cannot be entertained at all.
BJP has done worse, though. The BJP has done much worse. They have presided over their youth, Bajrang Dal and all, which are allied to the BJP. They have
BJP and
beaten up
Bajrang Dal are
women
not
wearing
one of the
jeans. They
same,
have beaten up women wearing
organizations.
jeans. They have said don't celebrate. ABVP in Delhi has said don't celebrate Valentine's Day. All right. And C. Patil, who was the Karnataka Women and Child Minister, he said that women who dress in a particular way are inviting rape. So this is certainly not the first time, and the BJP is the last party which ought to be able to, sit in judgment on this one, because, if anything, they have a far worse and far more systematic track record of this.